I was home alone for the first time. My parents had gone out of town for the weekend, and I was left in charge of the house. It was only the second time I'd ever been home alone. The first time was when I was 12 and I had a really bad experience. I won't go into detail, but it traumatized me, and my parents never left me alone again until now. They left Friday afternoon and said they'd be back Sunday evening. I was watching TV and everything was fine until about 3 a.m. I heard what sounded like screams in the middle of the night, but when I went to investigate, everything was fine. I chalked it up to some overly dramatic horror movie I'd watched earlier. But then at around 5 a.m. I started hearing footsteps pacing back and forth on the second floor directly above my head. I told myself it was just the wind, but then the footsteps came downstairs. I heard them all right in the hallway outside my room. Then I started hearing chains dragging metal moans. And then I started seeing things out of the corner of my eye, like shadows moving at the edge of my vision. I was paralyzed with fear and couldn't bring myself to move or make a sound. Then I heard my name being called in a voice that sounded like nails on a chalkboard. I squeezed my eyes shut and tried to make myself invisible. I don't know how long I spent sitting there, but eventually the footsteps went back upstairs. The chains stopped dragging and the voice stopped calling my name. I was left in total silence. When the sun started coming up, I got up, turned on all the lights, and went to check on my dog. She was fine. I let her out and we went to the kitchen. As I poured her some water, I noticed a muddy paw print on the floor. I immediately panicked. My parents would be home any minute and they would freak out if they saw that. I had to get rid of the evidence. I grabbed the print and wiped it away with a damp cloth. But it didn't come up. The more I scrubbed, the more muddy water there seemed to be. Then I felt something wet and cold on my hand. I looked down and saw the paw print had turned into a human handprint. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. I don't know what that means. I don't know why that happened. My dad pulled into the driveway, and I quickly ran to hide. He came in and asked, "Who was that?" I looked at him innocently and asked, "What?" He said, "Never mind." He must have thought I was just making stuff up because he didn't believe me when I told him about the footsteps and the chains and the voice. He left for work, and I went to clean the bathroom. When he left, I started hearing the footsteps again. I ran to the window and saw my dad's truck in the driveway. It wasn't there when I looked out the window a minute ago. I don't understand. Was I crazy? Did he come back to check on me? Why would he leave me alone again if he knew I was scared? I don't know why I'm telling you this. I guess I just needed someone to hear my side of the story. Follow for more stories like this.